No way. It dropped.
Hello there. I'm Trevor, and in this episode of Somewhere in the Middle, we have an official trailer to watch. That's right. The Superman official trailer has released. Let's dig in. Let's see what this thing's all about. Let's go. As you may know, a couple months ago, we did the teaser trailer reaction for Superman, and it set our anticipation levels high. So let's see what this official trailer does.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah,
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for
I
what
know,
some
it's a
might.
lot of
it's
fire,
it's a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And
More.
doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
That music, dude, are you kidding me right now?
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Woo! My God. Yes. Dude. What?
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
I got your boots. This looks so epic.
You have a dog?
Yes! Yes! The teaser set the expectations, and that trailer solidified it. I am so excited for Superman. I cannot wait for this movie to come out. July 11th. Get here now. Let's talk some more things about this trailer and some specifics. Yes? All right. If you're with me, keep watching. We got more to talk about. Let's break down some of the stuff that's in this trailer. So right out of the gate, let's talk Lois Lane and Clark. This opens with Lois Lane interviewing Superman. I don't personally think Lois Lane knows he's Superman yet. Clark Kent is Superman yet. Maybe I'm completely off. I don't know exactly the source material that Gunn is using here, and if we're gonna get that, where like she knows who he is. I don't think so. I think he's playing that, and that goes into the sort of silliness of that, like Clark Kent with the glasses on, Clark Kent with his glasses off. you look a lot like Superman. No, you know, I don't know where they're gonna play with that in this movie, but this at least sets that up. And seeing Superman, or should we say Clark Kent, react in his emotions in that moment, I don't know, there's some fun that's going to be there. So I'm excited about that moment and the interplay that we're going to see between the curiosity that I now have about, does Lois know Clark is Superman or not? Like, where are we in that conversation? I think that's a really neat little conversation. The second thing that stands out to me in this trailer is that we actually get a little bit more of a vision of Lex, right? The teaser only really focused on Superman and his dog, right? That the Fortress of Solitude and the snow and you know, Krypto, essentially that emotional beat there. There's the, you know, the you know, Superman save us stuff too, but like, you only got visuals of Lex, and in this we finally get the, like, Superman is not a man, it's an it, and he doesn't like, I like that we kind of get the inner turmoil that like he is, the whole world is worried about Superman or thinking about Superman, and Lex probably, this is conjecture here, Lex probably doesn't like that. Lex wants the focus on him, not on Superman or whatever Superman's doing. So that's a neat complexity that we may see unfold, or maybe I'm just, that's what I took out away from this trailer. I'm not 100% sure there, but again, this trailer really gives you a sense of, a little bit, not really gives you a sense, it gives you a little bit better of a sense of who Lex Luthor is in this story, in this time. One more thing, or to touch in on Lex too, is that we do see that Lex, and I guess the engineer, I can't remember offhand, I think that's the name of the villain here, or one of the villains, the girl with the spinning blades, like they're connected in some form, or Lex is running that or using them, or in some way, because it seems as though they walk into the Fortress of Solitude together and start taking on Superman and his droids, his robots. Third, this trailer kind of gives us a little bit more of the other pieces, right? I still think we're only seeing glimpses, right? Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern, right? We're only seeing glimpses of those characters in this. What's the big alien thing that we see Superman fighting? Who's the golden, like, sorry to say it, DC fans, the golden Iron Man? I know. And I want to go in this, like, being kind of like, this isn't like, here's every Easter egg that's in the trailer. I don't want to know every Easter egg. I want to, like, soak this in, enjoy the tease, enjoy the build of what James Gunn has created for me to experience with Superman. Superman, as many of you guys know that have watched my previous reaction video, is, like many of you, is something that I grew up on. Like, I remember dressing up as Superman, not only for Halloween, but, you know, running around the house and all that. And those original Christopher Reeves movies were everything to me, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 even. 4, yeah, okay, fine. But 1, 2, 3, heck yeah. And we're now in this new vision of Superman under the guise of James Gunn. And again, I like that he's teasing these little pieces for us. I don't want to see anything else at this point. I've watched the teaser. I've seen the official trailer. I know there's going to be another trailer here, but I don't know that I want to see it. I want to go in as empty or as open or as unaware as I can. And this has enough, in my opinion, to tease, to build the excitement, to make me really, really excited for what's coming July 11th. Does this trailer mean I'm going to love the movie? Absolutely not. But it definitely sets a tone in my mind, in my brain, that this is going to work, that this is going to be a hit. And it's not going to just be a hit for me, it's going to be a hit for a lot of people. I think that this is, James Gunn is going to frame the story. It seems as though he's got the right pulse on the story based on our teaser and our final trailer, or first full trailer, should we say. You take this and add it to CinemaCon stuff that came out a couple weeks ago. I did not do a reaction to that, in which we see Superman being healed by Earth's yellow sun, right? In the Fortress of Solitude, we get to see a little bit of Alan Tudyk voicing his robots. Really excited that this is coming. I hope you are too. Just what a fantastic trailer. You know what? That said, I'm gonna watch it again real quick. Stick around and we'll hear some final thoughts after this. Okay, couple more things to talk about. One, we get our first glimpse of Frank Grillo. Frank Grillo as, Creature Commandos Senior, Rick Flag Senior, right? Rick Flag Senior also in this, we can see, is working with the spinny hand girl with the braids. I don't know the name offhand. I know I could look it up and be better prepared for this, but this is a raw reaction here, and I'm just kind of going and riffing off of what I remember in my head. I haven't dug deep because, again, I want to be as open or unaware, I guess, as much as possible. I only want to kind of get fed these main pieces, not all the little dig, because you could piece this whole thing together if you wanted to, probably, or have a really good idea of, or maybe not good idea, but your own narrative that you've built. And I don't want to do that. I will say though that watching this trailer keys me into, there are a couple battles obviously that are happening. One, we have the battle with this female character that it was teased in the first trailer. We see them fighting throughout a stadium. We see them also fighting in the Fortress of Solitude. We see that Lex Luthor's tied to that. I also see that same character tied to Frank Grillo when Superman is being brought in. So something happens in that fight, right? Then there's the, I know I said Iron Man, sorry people. We have this gold in, metal robot-y thing that's Superman is flying against and fighting. I think that's the character he says eyes up here and he does the jump up. I think that's who he's fighting in that instance. I don't know if that is also tied to the big monster. That's a whole nother thing that's happening. Plus the war. So there are multiple action pieces that this movie is clearly setting up. Superman is doing a lot of different things. The last thing that kind of stood out to me that made my brain very curious is this glass cell that we see Superman in. I know we see him punch out of it, but we also see in this trailer now there's someone else in there with him, right? And we also see multiple people around him. So what's going on with that? And what's happening there? There's one last thing, which is this alien eye creature thing that's glowing outside of the building when Superman and Lois are getting ready. If you remember the very first image that was released, Superman's putting on his boots as that's happening. So what is that? Is that connected to the dude that's in the cell with him? I don't know. There's so this trailer gave me more. The official trailer gave me more questions than it did answers, and I'm glad that it did that because, again, I want to go into this movie with more questions and more wonder than I do this is this is this. Personally, I think when I'm all this is this, if it doesn't meet my expectations in that regard, I'm going to be annoyed. Whereas in this regard, I'm just questioning let me see what it is, and then I can think about it after the fact and process it and say, do I like that or not, right? Again, there's the visceral experience and what a emotional that happens watching a movie, and then there's that critical thought that comes afterwards. And I like that this movie doesn't line everything up perfectly. It gives me just enough glimpses and makes me wonder exactly how is this going to go down. Obviously, Superman stops a war. We see that's probably the kid with the flag, and then that triggers the Frank Grillo character. Lex Luthor is probably tied to that as well, and some of these other people that we see. How does the Green Lantern tie into that? Hawk Girl tie into that? Again, are those people that are in those cages? I don't know, but I love that there are these many questions. What about you? What do you think? Are you as excited? Does this second trailer, I just held up 3 fingers. Does this second trailer get you going? I mean, we had the official tease and now we have the official trailer. What say you? Please let me know in the comments. How are you feeling? Are you just as excited as you were when we saw Krypto and got so emotional? I don't think that this official trailer has as many emotional beats, but it definitely still got my hype machine roaring. I am ready to go. Hype, 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 hype. I can't wait for July 11th. I hope you feel the same. Thanks for joining me in this episode, and I hope you enjoyed watching my reaction to Superman official trailer. And I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this trailer and my reactions. We're getting closer and closer, everyone. It's almost time to see Superman in theaters. Let's go. Can't wait. And I'll see you in the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen.